Hey there, everybody. I think you know that this week we are talking about plant-based nutrition, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about that. Um, if you wanted to go over and check my blog this week, it is all about proteins, so plant-based proteins, and understanding that it is very, very easy to be able to get in the proteins that you need if you are deciding to go towards a more of a plant-based diet because first of all, um, plants contain proteins, and so do so many other things. And you can see a list of those in my blog this week. So, like I said, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit more about why a plant based diet, what exactly it is, and why you should maybe think about trying it. Because, a plant based or a plant forward eating pattern focuses primarily on foods that are from plants. So basically, what it says in the word. This includes not only fruits and vegetables, but it also includes nuts and seeds, oils and grains and legumes and beans. So incorporating a lot of these different aspects into your diet, as opposed to just like meat and potatoes situation. It doesn't mean that you're vegetarian or a vet or vegan, but it means that you're, cutting back on meat and dairy within your diet and really looking towards a more of a plants in your diet. So rather than proportionately choosing, um, bigger meat portions or dairy portions, you're going to look towards more of a plant portion. So it's going to be a big 90% perhaps plants or plant products, and then going towards even no animal products or very small amounts of them. So you're going to find this in Mediterranean and vegetarian diets, obviously. A Mediterranean diet is one of those really ideal diets, whereas like you've probably heard me say several times that there's no one perfect diet for anybody, but the Mediterranean diet is one of those ones that's very, very, very close to it. Because, I mean, you're getting a lot of lean proteins in it. You're getting a lot of your oily fishes. You're getting a lot of healthy fats. You're getting a lot of, your poultry, your eggs, cheese, and yogurt a few times a week, with meats and sweet products less. So, I mean, if you were to head to the Mediterranean area, you may know or recognize or understand that, sweets are not the primary aspect and not at every meal. And they are just for treats every once in a while. And they would, more times than not have fruit for dessert, which is an amazing component of the diet. So incorporates a lot more of the fruits and vegetables that we are lacking in our diet. Um, the Mediterranean diet has been shown to, you know, just because this is the way that they eat, they have a reduced risk for heart disease. People that live in the Mediterranean areas, less risk for metabolic syndrome, diabetes, and certain cancers, leaning towards the colon and breast and prostate cancers. They have lower depression. And in older adults, they have less risk for frailty and, have better mental and physical function as well. So vegetarian diets are very, very close to that as well. And it's really been shown to support health through lowering your risk of coronary heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and increased longevity. These just go hand in hand with decreasing dairy and animal products in your life. Not saying to never have them, because when people are told what to do and how to eat, and basically that's exactly, they do the opposite because they feel like their choice has been taken away from them. When you go towards very lean products, lean animal products, you're going towards um, your poultry and your fish and different things like that. And it's going to be, um, using your red meats for an occasion, or using, for special meals and whatnot. So there's different variations towards a vegetarian diet. So a lot of the times I ask my clients on a, an initial health um, assessment, I said, what kind of, how do you categorize your eating skills? I ask them if they're semi-vegetarian or what's called flexitarian, pescatarian, vegetarian, or vegan. More times than not, people will say pescatarian, but I eat this, that, or whatever. Or, they're kind of not quite sure what an omnivore is, or these different terms. So I just want to lay it out a little bit for you. So a semi-vegetarian or a flexitarian includes eggs and dairy and occasionally meat, poultry, fish, and seafood. So that's basically a flexitarian. So you are going towards more of a plant-based diet at that point. A pescatarian is somebody that eats eggs, dairy, fish, and seafood, but no meat or poultry. A vegetarian, sometimes referred to as lacto-ovo-vegetarian, includes eggs, dairy, no meat, poultry, fish, or seafood. And a vegan includes no animal products, so nothing that had a face. So there's a few ways that you can get started on a plant-based diet, and you're going to want to maybe start at increasing your vegetables. Choose about the way that you think about meat, and getting in some really good fats into your diet. Cooking a vegetarian meal at least one night a week to start, and then just amp it up on a weekly basis. Including whole grains in your breakfast, and going for greens at every chance that you can get. So if you heard me talking about greens, I talk about that all the time. You're going to build a meal around a salad, perhaps, especially during the summer. This is the time to really dive into the salad portions of our lives and really, use that as the main focus of your meal, and then work around that. And you can add extra proteins from the ones that we were talking about in the blog post that I did. So you're also going to have fruit for dessert as opposed to having sweets. So I'm just going to give you some few little inspirations that you can start off with. You can have, for your breakfast, you can have some oatmeal with some walnuts and banana and cinnamon. You can have a Greek salad for lunch, which has mixed greens, tomatoes, olives, fresh parsley, feta, tomatoes, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, whole wheat, in a whole wheat pita perhaps, with melon on the side. And for dinner, you might want to have vegetable kebabs with grilled tofu and a quinoa and spinach salad, something along that lines. Now that's a very easy one-day situation where you can incorporate a whole plant-based day. So, like I said, head over to my blog to check out some really great proteins that you can incorporate into a plant-based diet, as well as you can pick up my 3-day plant-based reset as well, and I'll leave the links in the comments below above. Okay, have a great day. Take care.